Hey there, everyone. It's Denise Salcedo. Welcome back to the Up Next Fighting YouTube channel. Joining me here right now is George Bastrmajyan, the head matchmaker. George, talk to us about July 1st, Up Next Fighting 9. Man, I can't even believe we're already at 9. We're about to hit 10. It's kind of crazy. This has gone by so fast, and you are the man putting these fights together. What can we expect from the show?
Fireworks. It's going to be 4th of July weekend, so fireworks is the theme. So, we got some amazing fights, up and down the card, starting with the amateurs, to the pros. We have a couple of guys that are, old school versus new blood. Cisco Rivera, old school veteran from the UFC, winner of multiple Fight of the Night bonuses in the big show, fighting, Joshua and Kim, who's an upcoming prospect. So that's going to be a very, very interesting, matchup. It's a pick 'em fight for me because, who can implement their game plan? Is this going to be able to break Josh down and you get in there, or Josh is going to be able to, kind of stand on the outside and do his thing? So, aside from that, our co-main event's a great fight. It's two guys that I've tried to put this fight together many times in my head. It's just, each guy had a different opponent, but finally when I had the chance, like Ryan Lilly, again, a local fan favorite. There's never a fight that Ryan is in that you're not like, oh my God, just, everybody's off of their seats. So, and Jess Strader fought for us one time. Again, former UFC guy, all out action. That's early pick for Fight of the Night.
Okay, I love that early pick for Fight of the Night. Now, you were kind of mentioning right now about, putting that match together and kind of having it in your head and this and that. What's your process like? Like, how long does it take for you to say, like, you know what, I'm going to have this guy on here, he's going to fight this guy. Well, what's the process like when it comes to that?
Again, it's a lot of experience. I've been doing this for 16 years. So it's not as easy as like fighter A, you're fighting fighter B. They have managers, they have coaches, their managers have to want to take the fight, and their coaches have to approve. Then the fighter wants to take the fight. So it's it's literally like putting a puzzle together, putting a fight together. And there's a lot of good matchmakers in the game. I'm friends with a lot of them. We always brainstorm. Hey, how's this guy? And then you got to basically make sure that they're moving the needle. You could be a great fighter, but if you can't promote yourself, it's very hard for the promotion. No matter how much we do for a guy, we make reels and like video highlights, this and that, and some people just don't want to post it, or so. But I don't want to get away from the subject. Is matchmaking is it's art. You got to make sure that everything aligns. Then you got to get it approved by the athletic commission. The weights have to match. Like some guys are rehydrate to too much weight, then the commission doesn't want to let them fight at a certain weight class, and they're like, no, I'm this. So it's a lot of work.
I was gonna say, it definitely sounds like it's an entire process. It's almost like this domino effect. Like, you got to get the dominoes going until you continue on. How long do you think it takes to put an average, a card together?
Well, we're already done for July 1st, and I've already started making the fights for August 12th. So that card is like 3 or 4 fights in, and I should be done with that card within the next 2 weeks. So it takes a good 3 to 4 weeks to put a really solid card together. Obviously, there's dropouts, last-minute replacements, and everything. But when you have a roster of 150 people to choose from, it makes it a little easier.
Now, you mentioned having been in the game now for 16 years and obviously knowing a bunch of other really great matchmakers. At the end of the night, how do you know that you did a good job, and how do you know what you have to do differently? How do you self-analyze what went down in the show?
I'm usually, after the first couple of fights are out the way, I finally get to, sit down cage side and check out the matches. Styles make fights, we were talking about matchmaking. If you're going to make a good fight, if you take a guy that's really good in jiu-jitsu and put him up against a great striker, he's probably not going to want to strike with him. So it's, stylistically, you got to put the good fights together. I always observe the fans, what their, action level is. I look around, and at the end of the day, when I see a lot of people walking away, talking about the fights, talking about the events, that's when I know it's successful. And obviously, on top of that, our staff usually, and we're very, very straightforward with one another. They either say, hey, an amazing fight card, or, that fight kind of, could have been better, this and that. But, you start off the night with a couple of young guys, hungry guys, and gets the crowd going, and just kind of follow it through.
Nice, nice. Well, George, I cannot wait for July 1st. I want to thank you so much for chatting with me. And for everybody watching, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want more information on how you can attend Up Next Fighting, all of the links are in the description box below.